Hey guys, I'm back again. My name is Shan, and today we'll be creating a lot of resources using Terraform. This is, I think, fourth video of the entire tutorial. I hope you're liking the content. Do watch my previous videos as well. That'll give you a brief idea about what we have doing in last couple of videos. Today we'll be over the next couple of videos we'll be following this particular architecture. We already created a resource group in last video. Today we'll be creating a lot of these resources. So what we're gonna achieve in next couple of video is we'll have a virtual network, and we'll have a Azure load balancer with public IP on it so that it can be accessed over the internet. We'll have a web servers, that is Azure Windows virtual machines underneath this public load balancer. We'll have availability set as well. We'll create virtual network, storage account, a lot of these things. So let's jump onto the Visual Studio Code and try to understand what all resources we'll be creating. So I'm using the same file which I used in my last video. We'll be going ahead with creating the storage account first, and let me show you the variable section as well. So these are the variable section, resource group, which I created in last video. Location and resource group, these are the two variables which were created last time. DNS name, that's the name of my DNS. RG prefix, IP load balancer, virtual network name, suffix, subnet prefix. We give the name of the resource using default. So default is where you define the name of your resource. Address space, storage replication time, and tier. These are the variables which we are going to use in this video. Let's move on to the main file. So Azure storage account is gonna be the API which Terraform will be calling. Store is the reference name. We learned in last video how to create a variable, that's $ parenthesis then var dot name of the variable, which we have defined over here in the variable sheet. Var dot location, resource group, which we have already created. Account tier type, that's going to be var dot account type, account tier, and replication type. Availability set, that's going to be name is going to be var dot DNS name. Var dot location is going to be location. We'll have two fall domain, two update domain. Moving on to the public IP address, name's gonna be var dot rg hyphen prefix, and then public dynamic. The type of the IP would be dynamic rather than static. Virtual networks, name's gonna be var dot virtual network name, which this particular keyword we have already defined in the variable section. Location address space, this has been defined as well, 10.0.0.16, I guess. We can check over here. Address space is 10.0.0.0 hyphen 16. Azure subnet, that's gonna be var dot subnet hyphen prefix, which we have already defined. All right, so that's I think that was pretty simple. Defining all these keywords are pretty simple. So we're gonna create a storage account, availability set, public IP address of the load balancer, virtual network, subnet. That's all. I haven't tested this script yet, so I'm gonna test this with you, so that there might be some bugs, or we need to debug as well. So we'll do it together in this video if needed be. So let's pull out my console and type in Terraform minus v. Make sure. All right. Looks like I'll need to cd into my Terraform, where my Terraform binary is kept. Terraform minus v. Alright, sounds good. So let's refresh. I hope I've saved the file. So let's just save it and try to run it. So it's gonna be Terraform init. You just like you do it for your Git as well sometimes. Alright, so there are a lot of errors actually. Reference, so Azure resource availability config unknown resource.rg reference in variable. Okay, so let's try to understand if we have a resource group over here. Okay, resource group is So I think that's not RG. The resource group is demo1. So we're gonna define replace the resource RG with demo1. So let's RG. So wherever we have RG, we'll have to replace that with demo1 because that's the reference we have given it to our resource group. So I hope that this is making sense to you if you have watched my last video. If you haven't, I request you to do that as well. Alright, we have made all the changes, we have saved it. Let's try to hit Terraform init, and we have successfully debugged and we have removed the errors. So let's try and see Terraform plan and what are all it's gonna create now. So there are 6 to add, 1 to destroy. Let's see what to destroy. So it is going to replace this particular resource group with demo shan and add all these resources. So it's gonna add your virtual Azure availability set, it's gonna add public IP, it's gonna remove the previous, this is created by shan for demo, it's gonna replace it with demo shan forces new resource. Yeah, because we have changed our variable. Yeah, we have changed over here. Yeah, so that's the only change destroy we have. And then we have storage account. We have defined a lot of things in our variable section already. We're going to create a subnet as well. We're going to create a virtual network as well. Alright, so we are confident enough to do a Terraform apply, and it is going to ask us for confirmation. We're gonna say yes, and it is going to start creating all the resources. So we'll wait for it to be created, and then we'll be back again shortly. Thanks. Alright guys, so looks like it has already started creating few of the resources. So if we can look into our resources, you see that we'll just give it a refresh, and let's see if all of the 6 resources which were supposed to be there. So they see we have all the 6 resources now. We have the resource group, then we have subnet, we have the public IP, and yeah, so that's what we wanted to achieve today. What we have achieved today is we have created a lot of resources using Terraform. We have created a storage account followed by availability set, public IP address, virtual network, and a subnet. Yep, that's pretty much it. We've successfully created these resources. I'm gonna add the code in my GitHub account so that you guys can follow as well. You guys can take a look and try it at your environment as well. I hope you have liked the content. If you have, do not forget to subscribe and share the video. Over the next couple of videos, we are going to go ahead, elevate ourselves, and create Azure virtual machines and a lot of other things. Thank you guys. I hope you like the video. Give it a thumbs up if yes. Thank you guys.